Every night, millions of men over 60 wake up not because of dreams, but because their prostate won't let them sleep. If you're one of them, this might be the most important message you hear this year. Because those nightly trips to the bathroom, the slow stream, the constant urge, the feeling that it never quite empties, aren't just annoying. They're your prostate raising a red flag. And while you may have been told it's just aging, the truth is far more hopeful. These symptoms are not a life sentence. In many cases, they are the silent result of daily habits. Small, overlooked choices that slowly inflame and irritate a gland most men never think about, until it starts taking away their sleep, their confidence, and their freedom. But here's the part most people never hear. With the right understanding and a few key changes, many men are getting real relief, naturally, safely, and often without surgery or medication. Let's talk about the 9 most damaging habits men over 60 must avoid if they want to protect, heal, and even rejuvenate their prostate. And this starts with the most counterintuitive of them all. 1. Avoiding water to avoid urination. It sounds logical, drink less, pee less, but this backfires. When your body doesn't get enough water, your urine becomes darker and more concentrated, loaded with acids, salts, and toxins that irritate your bladder lining and inflame nearby tissues, including the prostate. And here's what the science shows. Dehydration doesn't reduce urination, it increases bladder urgency and discomfort. Studies in urology journals confirm that chronic low hydration leads to bladder wall thickening, higher urinary frequency, and even enlargement of the prostate. As we age, our natural sense of thirst decreases. Add in medications like diuretics, and it's no wonder many older men are unknowingly living in a state of chronic dehydration. The fix: aim for consistent hydration throughout the day. Small sips often. Your urine should be pale yellow, not clear, not dark, just right. And by maintaining hydration, you cool internal inflammation and protect your prostate from unnecessary irritation. 2. Sitting for too long. Now picture this, a garden hose pinched under your foot. That's what happens to your pelvic circulation when you sit for hours, especially on soft couches or recliners. Reduced blood flow in the pelvic region means less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and more stagnant inflammation building up around your prostate. Over time, this low-grade stagnation contributes to benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, and chronic discomfort. Harvard Medical School research shows that limited pelvic blood flow increases oxidative stress, a key trigger in prostate tissue swelling. So here's your simple fix. Stand up every 30 to 45 minutes. Even walking around the room for 5 minutes helps reoxygenate the area, boost circulation, and take pressure off your prostate. Remember, motion is circulation, and circulation is healing. 3. Over-consuming caffeine. Coffee is sacred for many of us, but when your prostate starts protesting, it might be time to reconsider how much and when. Caffeine is a diuretic, yes, but it also stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, which tightens the muscles around your bladder neck and reduces your ability to fully empty. The result? You urinate more often but with less satisfaction. You feel like you still need to go, even when you've just gone. Too much caffeine, especially in the afternoon and evening, also leads to dehydration. And we already know what dehydration does to the bladder and prostate. Consider switching to herbal teas after noon. Nettle tea, for instance, has natural anti-inflammatory effects. Chamomile calms the nervous system. Rooibos supports antioxidant levels. These small swaps allow your prostate to relax and function better through the night. 4. Eating spicy and ultra-processed foods. Some men love spicy foods, and occasional spice is okay. But overdoing it, especially with hot chili peppers, excess garlic, and black pepper, can irritate your urinary tract lining. And it's not just about spices. Ultra-processed foods, think frozen meals, canned soups, packaged snacks, deli meats, and fast food, contain a toxic combination of sodium, preservatives, trans fats, and artificial additives. These foods cause chronic inflammation across the entire body, including the prostate. Clinical trials have shown that men who eat a high inflammatory diet report significantly worse urinary symptoms and tend to have larger prostate volumes. The better choice? A Mediterranean-style diet. Include more leafy greens, fatty fish like salmon, healthy fats from olive oil and walnuts, berries, legumes, and seeds, especially flaxseed and pumpkin seeds, both of which contain zinc and plant sterols known to support prostate health. 5. Holding your urine. You're in the middle of something, a phone call, a meeting, a movie, and instead of going to the bathroom, you hold it. Everyone does it. But when you make that a habit, you're forcing your bladder to stretch and your prostate to resist increased pressure. Over time, this leads to bladder dysfunction, incomplete emptying, and in some cases, infections. The prostate is already sensitive. Holding urine makes it worse, pressurizing the entire urinary system. The fix is simple. Respond to the urge promptly. Drain your body to release tension, not to hold on to it. 6. Smoking or being around smoke. We all know smoking is bad for the lungs and heart, but few people talk about what it does to the prostate. Cigarette smoke, whether first-hand or second-hand, floods the body with free radicals and toxic compounds that damage the blood vessels around the prostate. It also weakens cellular repair and increases mutation risk. Studies have linked smoking to higher rates of prostate enlargement and more aggressive prostate cancer. But here's the encouraging part. When you stop smoking, your body immediately begins repairing itself, even in your 60s or 70s. Within weeks, circulation improves, inflammation reduces, and your risk begins to drop. 7. Skipping regular screenings. Prostate issues rarely scream. They whisper. And by the time you hear them clearly, the problem is often well underway. That's why early screening is essential. A simple PSA blood test or digital rectal exam can identify inflammation, enlargement, or early signs of more serious issues before they grow worse. Think of it this way. Early action gives you more non-invasive options, more control, more time. Don't wait for symptoms to get worse. Talk to your doctor. Take the initiative. That one appointment could save your sleep, your confidence, or even your life. 8. Consuming too much red meat and gaining belly fat. Red meat isn't the enemy. But too much red or processed meat, bacon, sausages, deli slices, has been linked to chronic inflammation and hormonal shifts that promote prostate growth. At the same time, excess belly fat becomes a hormonal factory. Visceral fat produces estrogen, cytokines, and inflammatory agents that throw testosterone out of balance. This hormonal chaos is a major driver of prostate tissue enlargement. Here's what's powerful. Losing just 5 to 10 pounds of abdominal fat has been shown to dramatically reduce urinary symptoms and even shrink prostate volume in clinical studies. You don't need to be thin. You just need to reduce the internal pressure. 9. Ignoring the data. Your body is giving you. Your body is always talking. The question is, are you listening? Simple tracking tools, journals, apps, or just mental notes can help you spot patterns in hydration, urination frequency, or symptom flare-ups. Many men don't realize just how connected their symptoms are to diet, stress, sleep, or movement until they begin tracking. And once they do, they gain power. They can adjust, test, and see improvements with clarity. This isn't guesswork, it's self-awareness backed by science. So what does this all mean? It means that those exhausting nighttime bathroom trips, the frustrating slow flow, the restless sleep, they don't have to define your later years. Your prostate isn't your enemy, it's your messenger. And when you listen, really listen, you gain something more than just better bladder control. You gain freedom, you reclaim your nights, you restore your dignity, every glass of water you choose to drink, every stretch, every healthy plate, every decision to stand instead of sit. These aren't small things, they are statements. They say, I'm not giving in to aging, I'm aging on my terms. Because prostate health isn't just about function, it's about freedom. And the path forward isn't through fear or silence. It's through small, intelligent choices, made daily, made consistently, and made with purpose.